The next major install in Gidget was a bed. When we started planning, we knew we didn't want to have to make the bed every night, and we needed storage. So we decided to install a platform bed to give us plenty of storage under the bed and allow for some overhead cabinets. To save space, we decided to install the bed widthwise in the back of the van. In between the cutouts of the van, there was exactly enough room to install a full-size mattress. To support the bed, we attached 2x6s to the van walls. There was not enough bolts already pre-installed in the Ford Transit, so we installed pre-bolts plus nuts into some of the existing holes. Figuring out the bolt locations was the hardest part. Once we figured out the locations, we drilled the holes and used a spade bit so the bolt heads would sit flush. The second side was easier since we had a template from the first side. Thankfully, the bolt locations were identical. We then sanded and stained the 2x6 pieces before mounting them to the van. Next, we measured and cut 2x3s for the bed supports. 6 were used to hopefully prevent any sagging of the bed. Before we permanently installed any of the wood pieces, we sanded them using an orbital sander and used a whitewash stain to protect them. Because the van flexes while driving, we decided to only screw down one side of the 2x3s. We screwed in the passenger side and let the driver's side float. On the driver's side, we screwed in blocks between the slats so that they could move and flex if needed. We then cut 2 pieces of plywood for the base of the bed. The plywood was screwed into the 2x3s. We then installed an edge on the front and the back side to prevent the bed from moving while driving. This piece was screwed into the 2x3s. After all of the wood was installed and screwed down, it was time to unwrap the mattress. We chose a memory foam type mattress so that it could squeeze into the allowed space, since it was barely long enough to accommodate a full-size bed. After tons of research, we chose a Casper bed, which we purchased online. Installing the bed widthwise saved us almost 2 feet of space for the galley and living room area, but it's a tight squeeze between the 2 side walls and doesn't allow any room to hang a foot or a hand off the mattress. Another issue with the bed this way is that paneling cannot be installed since the bed needs all the space it can get. We are still brainstorming ways to cover the installation. But overall, we are happy with the way it turned out and plan on doing a few test nights to see if we can sleep this way.
Almost 5/8. I took after 5/8, whatever that is. 6/8.
No.